Libra.
Hello Libra, this is your May forecast for 2013, and things are changing for you, aren't they? Now last month was all about focus on your relationships, where you were at, what you were developing and what you were looking at and what you wanted more, and also now coming into the 8th house, like deepening those things, really contemplating where you can get the most out of this in passionate ways. Excuse me. As the 8th house is a Scorpio house, so it really rules everything that is deeply felt, okay? Passions, whether it is passion of heart, it could be sexual passion, it could be financial passions, anything where you put extreme focus. So we're starting off on the top of the month here, where Mercury is going to leave your relationship house, okay? It's been there a little bit longer than normal because it was retrograde. So it's lagging behind the other planets, but it's catching up now. And so on the 1st, it is moving into Taurus, which is your 8th house, which rules money and values, and maybe pretty much in a double sense for you, because 8th house is other people's money, but it's in the sign of Taurus, which is ruled by Venus. So it kind of gets double whammy there for you. So you're going to be looking at resources, how to create more resources, perhaps how to partner up or do JVs with somebody specific, or maybe investments might become the point of interest. You're going to feel a little strong here on the top of the month, also due because the Sun will be in a perfect trine to Pluto, which is empowering that sense of self. The Sun is always the I am essence. Pluto coming in with that transformation, many ways like a magician, really bringing all of your energies up in a way that you can bring them out to others where they can see your sense of self and worth. And it's going to be tying into your dreams, as Mercury now is going to be sextiling Neptune. So once you're on this high, this power feeling, and we're talking good power, we're talking feeling in control, that this Mercury is going to open up your visions with Neptune. And I would like to say for you, it's all about thinking how you could manifest new routines, create a new life, you know, your day-to-day structure in life. It's like I see you wanting to kind of crack out of whatever feels like a dreadful day-to-day boring routine. It's like you're antsy, you're wanting to get the energies going, you want some more excitement in your life. So how can you plan your days to do that? What needs to go? So that's all on an imaginary dream aspect as of yet. And then I see that later on, it could be weeks or months before you actually get that into manifestation. But there on the 5th and 6th, Mercury is going to join up with Saturn there. So I see a thinking process between how can I do this? You know, how can I get to go where I need to be? And this is between your 2nd and 8th house. So whatever vision you had, that might be a far future vision, your mind is already ticking and thinking, well, I would really like to have that house on the lake, but how am I going to get it? I have absolutely no means of now. But Saturn's going to kick in and say, well, you know what, if I plan, if I structure, if I do this, if I do that, then that will give me a new daily routine to focus on, that I'm heading in this direction. And it's bringing up these values between the 2nd and the 8th house. So it's more like you're going to start thinking about how you can save or how you can invest, so you can manifest this for future dream. Right behind it, it looks like you're going to kick into action by doing some inquiries. You might be researching, going on the net to look at good investment sites. Mars trine Pluto, that's you taking some direction at wanting to transform the power of transforming your roots, because this Pluto is your 4th house. That's your home, that's where you live, it's your residence, it's property, There's this growing need to expand property or renew property in some sense, and also to invest in property. Maybe that's where Saturn is saying this is where you can make your money, not just now, but in times to come. Because Saturn is in your second house, going to be there for a year or two. Pluto is in your fourth house, going to be there for a long time. So now Mars is kind of coming in saying, I really need to act upon this. Not just think it, but I really need to act upon it to make this work. And then I see also that your Mercury is going to zoom in on the net, you know, and do some research. Following the action of Mars, you might even be talking to some people in power, or whether it's your CPA or whoever it may be, realtors. Interesting, quite interesting month for that. And it's all going to be focused there in May, because you're going to be busy here June doing other things. So that's why I'm saying don't expect a quick return on this, but listen to these thoughts, because sometimes we have to plant seeds years before something will manifest. This is one of those times. Then we have Mercury and Mars. Yes, they on the 7th. I see you being very chatty on this day, taking action and talking to people of importance that can help you on your path. And I see as you start reaching for this, somehow it's also going to heal something that didn't come through for you at some point earlier. Something that disappointed you at an earlier stage. But by doing this now, it's like you're taking away that pain and you're implementing new skin, so to speak, over it. And then we have this new moon. It is going to be on the 9th in your 8th house, in the very same area that we've been talking about now. You know, all these planets are still grouped together. And this new moon is a great time for you to sow intentions, seeds, not just for what you're going to harvest at the end of the month, but what you can harvest for the rest of the year of, once again, how you can grow your finances, maybe in joint ventures, working with other people so you can get commissions perhaps. Some of you might be affiliates on the net and seeing how you can reap that way. Then we have a great surprise day on the 18th. It is Venus and Uranus, and for you that will be between the 9th and the 7th house. So something from your partner, I suspect, your spouse, your significant other, or it could also be a business partner. And this may have something to do with travel. You might be planning something, as Venus is in the 9th house at that point, and Venus wants to expand, it wants to travel, it wants to go places and see people. So this might be a great day that you might figure out where to go for your vacation. Then we have the 28th here, Libra. We have Venus and Jupiter. Now that is going to conjunct in your 9th house. So not only is Venus going into your 9th house wanting to travel, because it is a Jupiter house, but listen, this Venus is going to meet Jupiter, which is at home in its 9th house. So if you're talking about any kind of travel or vacation this year, I don't think it's just going to be to the neighboring city or even the neighboring state. You might plan to go out of country this year for your vacation, because there's a double whammy feeling here. And then we also have the end of the month, the full moon, and it's a full moon eclipse. Now for you, that full moon is going to fall in your 3rd house. So there might be news from siblings, and it might be, and eclipses eliminates things, okay? So there might be a situation that you and your sibling speak about, some situation that needs to be squared away. Whatever needs to go under eclipses is because the universe looks beyond, time-wise, knowing what needs to go so we can shift and so we can get into a new direction. Because we don't always pick those directions on our own accord, and this speeds it up, okay? And so yes, some news there, and there might be a short distance travel connected to this, kind of tying in with the sibling thing, or it could just be somebody within the community around you that will require you to do some back and forth short distance trips. And And then Mercury, we end the month on the 30th. Mercury is going to be moving into your 10th house of career. You'll see how that's going to be picking up. And also Mars will be moving into your 9th house. So that's going to add into this long distance travel, taking action on it. So I think you're going to have a splendid summer here, Libra, that you're already starting to plan for now. And I also would like to say, if you're having any tests, because 9th house is also university, schools, colleges, and having Jupiter, Venus, and Mars, they're in the 9th house, will prove that you will have some very good results on whatever exams or tests that you're going to be taking here in May. So good luck with that. It's nice speaking to you as always, and we will continue more for your June forecast. So be sure to subscribe so you get it directly to your inbox, and do listen to your moon sign and rising sign. Talk to you next month, Libra.